So I'm fortunate I'm doing a webinar next week. And it was a not-for-profit that approached me, which, lucky me. So to your point, Tina, about finding community partners, that's been great. And they approached me. I'd never done a workshop before. I have been scrambling and trying to follow the formula. But I'll tell you what's in my head that I wrote down very early on when you were talking. So I help people who want more than rest and relaxation in retirement. So you can call me a retirement coach. And I really struggled when I first left my career. So I've got a story. I don't shy away from telling the story. A lot of the things that I offer to do come from the process that I went through. Here's my worry, Tina. I struggle, but nobody else does. And I know that holds me back. It holds me back on Facebook. I know lots of people who are, close to looking towards retirement. I know lots of people who are retired in my Facebook group, and I'm scared shitless about reaching out to them because I think, sorry, I have to check my language. I'm screwed up, but nobody else was. Mm-hmm. And I know that's holding me back.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So, so what's one thing that you can do to break that cycle? What's one thing to do that would disprove your story that you're the only one struggling?
Post something that says something about the struggle I went through and ask the question.
And what would open up as a result of that?
My vulnerability. My vulnerability.
And I'm going to ask the same question that I asked Robert. What are you afraid of?
Judgment, for sure. And a lot of people that I know who are, say, in that space who are on my Facebook group all live in one community. It's a community I left. It's a community where I made lots of mistakes. Yeah, there's something about that judgment that really does hold me back. Mm-hmm. On Facebook, and I know that Facebook is the place for my potential audience. Mm-hmm. And just saying out loud, saying something about my story and asking people the question, I've never even thought to do that before, as a way of breaking through that fear.
So what new actions are you going to take today?
I'll do that today. Oh. And I'll do that today because, what day is it today? Tuesday. I'm 9 days out from doing that webinar. I've already posted it on Facebook once, but it's like the not-for-profit, it's the United Way. They've created the, call it the advertising. And I hate it. In fact, I'm having a conversation with them today because they've put a symbol, a lawn chair and a beach umbrella as the centerpiece of the promotion. And it is the antithesis of what I am. It's like, I help people who want more than rest and relaxation in retirement. And they put a picture of a lawn chair and a beach umbrella. And that's driving me crazy.
Okay. So what are you going to do to be responsible for that?
Well, today I'm telling them it's the antithesis of what we're doing. And if that's what people are signing up for, they're not going to get it. And we need to change the conversation because now Max's point was if you're doing a free workshop, it's that, whatever it is, 7 days, 7 to 10 days. We're in that period now. And I think now is the time to up our game. And they have marketing staff who have done all this without talking to me. I have a contact and I'm asking today, I need to talk to the marketing staff. We have to work on this together for the next 10 days.
Yeah, yeah. And do you have an image that is more of a reflection of what you're creating?
No, that's just it. I don't. Because it's more, the life that I've created for myself. Sorry. I left my job and I never saw myself as retiring. I was just burnt out. but everybody else thought I was retiring because of my age.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm back doing this like full on. So it's more the feeling, like the feeling of being alive. Like my logo is actually, you know, it's me on a beach with my arms spread out, like in full on joy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one image that I thought of, is just my logo.
Yeah.
Because it's more embracing. It's more, you know, there's a spark to it.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you feel free to have that conversation to get what you want and get
I
what you
do.
need? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
that I do. It's why I've been holding back reaching out to people, like what I was saying about the judgment, I'm alone. That's my biggest barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking, the webinar, like the writing, all of that, I'm comfortable, but no conversations, no clients.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out why. And I've just had this realization in the past like day with Max and with you this morning about why I'm holding back.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, unfortunately, people aren't talking about this. If it was just a matter of applying a strategy, like I just gave you strategy, everybody would be getting results. But if we're not, it's because there's some limiting beliefs that are holding us back. But in order to flush them out, we got to take the most risky action that is going to dispel that story, that myth.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's like a poll, you know, you create two images, one relaxing on the beach and one like empowered and motivated, and say, all my people that are getting ready to retire, what does retirement look like for you? And see
Yeah.
who calls forward, like who comes forward and says like, heck no, I'm not ready to sit down. Like I know so many people that are like 77. We had a woman in our mastery program, 77 years old, a retired doctor. She's like, I got a lot of life in me.
Well, and I'm a proponent of not retiring. Like I am actively pushing retire the word retirement, because like
That's the message.
retire the word retirement. It's driving me nuts.
Share that.
I just did on
Yeah.
my last LinkedIn post. Not
Great.
today because we're here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, shoot. You reminded me. Drop the ball. Drop the ball. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks,
So, yeah.
Tina. I'll do that today on Facebook. And that's a big leap for me.
Huge. Yeah. And it's going to make a profound shift in you when you see that your story is just not true.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Good.